Okay.
Okay, I'm looking also at my notes.
My notes.
Yep, I have a lot of questions.
Mama's
But
manotes eh.
And we didn't plan for this, but we're all looking blue because we're blue Ajah. And they know what this means now. We're little spies, according to Leandro and Sedai, the snake.
Some brother's opinion.
Just some brothers
And mother.
opinion.
Oops.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Just Somebody's Opinion, and it's back to a special episode. Just one brother actually right now, and we have a special guest, a special guest for my special episode, Mayat Sedai. That's my mother, y'all. That's our mother. You guys know Eric already. Eric Mandragoran, as per his
Daniel Honey.
as per his label. Let me introduce you to my mother, the mother of the four brothers, Mayat Sedai. She is an author and she's done romance novels, sci-fi novels. I think she's working on a mystery novel right now. And we don't have Matt or David right now because they're caught up in whatever they're caught up in. They haven't watched the episodes yet, but Eric and my mom, I'll call her mom, mother, ma, and just don't get confused when I'm asking her questions. Both Eric and my mom have watched all the way to episode 4, to that, wondrous experience of episode 4 climax. And so I just wanted to have that conversation right now because I'm just so curious about what they thought. So I just wanted to ask then, how are you feeling like after you've watched episode 4? Like, what were your first initial thoughts, I guess?
When I thought Daniel Henny died, I was like, no, please don't die. Please don't die.
You
And
know,
then,
I was because I was so shocked by that because as we all know, an adaptation changes things from the books. And at that
Mhm.
moment, I was like, "Oh my god, are they gonna do
how are they
something?"
gonna kill him?
But yeah, and everyone loves Daniel Henney. That's what I've been getting anyway. They're all very Daniel Henney.
He surpassed my expectations of from the trailers. And then finally
Mm.
seeing him on screen, I was like, okay, he's good. I like him.
Ooh, okay. And you, mother, what did you think about
So is she the one? Is it Nina
Nynaeve?
Nynaeve?
Nineveh, as per Leanne,
Yeah.
that snake.
Yeah. So and then
Yes.
when I thought about it, I said, if she's the one, and then uh so how about her celibacy? Like diba, she's the wisdom.
Yes. What about
We
her
have
celibacy?
no, I mean
So what if
compared.
she's celibate? What about the dragon's
No,
celibacy?
yeah, and I was just comparing the Sedais and
Yes.
their polyamorous ways, and then compared to Nineveh, and she's a
Nynaeve.
bit naive. Okay, naive, and she's a bit
Don't call her like Leandrin. Though that was just a segue. That was a call out to fans because you know how everyone has different pronunciations. So this was how
ah,
to, I
all
guess,
right.
call that out. Anyway, go
Okay.
on.
So with that tremendous
Polyamorous.
power at the
Mhm.
end, and then I said, where did it come from? And then so many questions about who is she, what is her role, and then is she the one? And yeah, so many
Yes.
questions.
So, what are your thoughts about who the dragon is?
Oh, Mama and I were talking about this. I
Mm.
think it's still going to be Rand. And
Mhm.
then Mama thinks it's going to be who did you think? Did you think it was Nynaeve na? Already? Nynaeve already?
Well, after
No,
this
no, no.
episode, I'm
It's
like, all hail that queen,
it's what's her name?
Egwene.
Egwene. But I'm starting to look at Perrin. I don't know why. He seems
Because
uh
he's a wife murderer.
but I
Hey,
heard
it
that
was an
in the book
accident.
there's no wife. Is that true?
Yes. I mean, let's set some principles. Do you want to talk about the book also? Like, are you going to be asking me these questions? And would you want to know? Because Eric and I had this conversation also there. He wanted to experience the show as it was
Yeah,
versus,
without
Okay.
any
being,
Okay.
book
So
thing.
I have a confession to make.
you've
I was
Googled everything.
so no. I was so intrigued by the 4 episodes.
Uh-huh.
So I read uh, book one,
You,
but no, just a few pages, and
oh,
then it was
Oh, that's why you're looking for the book.
Egwene was 9 years old. So I'm wondering where am I? So I'm not really a book reader. I'm
mm,
just trying to find out how he wrote it, how he thought about the world building. Where did it
mm.
start? Those thoughts.
And I would have to say, and this is not, going past our principles. Robert Jordan is an extremely good world builder. The
Mm.
series is 14 books long, and there are things in book one that um foreshadow so many things in the next few things. So if ever you have time, I would encourage.
Oh, and I
Okay.
noticed in the credits that Brandon Sanderson is supervisor.
Yes, yes. So
Mm.
and that's why we have faith, like what, however an adaptation it will become, right? There are these people who are so deep in the books. So because Robert Jordan died before the last 3 books.
Oh
So
yeah.
Brandon
Okay.
Sanderson was the one who helped finish it with his
Finish the
notes.
book. Oh, okay.
And he's a producer. I,
Producer now.
Yeah, he's a supervising producer.
yeah.
Mm.
So
Very interesting.
so you're thinking Egwene. And actually, so in the past 4 episodes, and this is something that I've been thinking about, we haven't seen much about Egwene. Like everyone else had very strong character beats, especially
Mm.
Perrin with that conversation with the
The Leaf people.
the way of the leaf people. That conversation like talked so much about the metaphysics of the wheel of time, right? The
Mm.
souls coming back, blah blah blah, in a
Mm.
way that I never experienced. Anyway, yes, go on.
Oh,
Mm.
the things I'll be asking and stuff will
Mhm.
most likely be from 4 backwards because 4 is the
Yes,
freshest
yes, yes,
to me. Do you know? Because I don't know anything about the books.
yes.
Mm.
So in episode 4, the Glee Man, right?
Mhm.
Do you
Yeah,
know?
that Gleeman.
That
Do you know?
handsome man,
From
Very
episode
intriguing.
3, when he appeared before, who's the friend of Rand?
Matt.
Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the Gleeman appeared in front of Matt, in front of the corpse, I actually thought at first that he
Mhm.
was Matt from the future.
Oh.
Intriguing.
I don't know because they look the same to me. I was like, since I don't know anything about Wheel of Time, and I'm like, Wheel of Time, 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 time
Time
travel.
traveler. You mentioned that it's about it might be
I was
the
thinking he might
time
be a time
traveler.
traveler helping Matt
Yeah.
back
I
in
heard
the
you
past.
mention that.
I don't know. That's what I thought.
That's a great you can just look at my face. That's a great theory.
Oh.
Shit, son.
No, no, I mean I'm
No,
like
no.
no.
But
But
it was really like, it really, that's the first thing that popped up. Like, huh? I'm like,
though with that conversation, when I did see that happen, I was like,
Hmm.
oh, will he be like the father that Matt never had? Like that was my feeling because there was a very paternal, there was a
that's
very
what I thought as
guiding
well. Like his future self will
conversation.
be his father figure. So I was like,
Ooh.
so that's where my
That's a
thoughts
good
went.
yeah thought. Or let's talk about the Aes Sedai because I think the bulk of episode 4 was Aes Sedai stuff.
So it's the first time that I saw that blue represented
Something.
something, red, and then so how many? So I'm thinking, how many colors are there for the Sedai?
I'm wondering again.
Green.
Uh,
So
are
not to
these?
give the story away. So
I'm looking at Eric also. Would you like to know how many
no, no,
colors there
no,
No.
are?
no,
No.
no, 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 no. It's
Then
okay.
yeah.
Like only what I saw on screen is what I want.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So let's
Okay.
talk about what you've seen in screen. Which colors did you see in screen on screen?
The white cloaks. White cloaks? Is it cloaks?
Yeah, I mean that's the pejorative to them because they wear white.
Mm.
I
Mhm.
love them so much. They're so menacing. So
It really
and
gives a
then
cultish vibe.
yes, zealot vibes.
That's why I also mentioned that it has very Lovecraftian
Hmm. Let's talk
cosmic
about this
horror.
Lovecraftian comment that you had to the readers. Eric and I were texting, and then he was talking about how
Mm.
Lovecraftian some parts of the Wheel of Time has been for him.
For me, a non-reader, and
Mm.
then seeing all these horror elements and not knowing how vast and powerful this dark one is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then seeing people go nuts, sort of crazy and mad in the village. It
Mm.
was like this is really giving me the heebie-jeebie
Um.
Lovecraft
mm.
vibes.
So when I saw the white cloak, is he the leader, the one who was eating something?
The one who's eating the. I
So
felt it
so
was very
for
fitting to the white looks because you have to cook that alive or something, like whatever,
so for
for the
me,
full flavor. Anyway, go on. Mayat Satai.
I'll be a bit honest. He played it to uh
Cartoonish.
for me, yeah,
Okay. Caricature.
caricature, because he became a caricature, and this one is a bit too much for me.
Meanwhile, for me, I like that he played it
Mm.
so on the nose. I like that he made me hate him right away. Like that. That was my
Mm.
feeling with him. Like, oh my god! And then there was that scene where he was like feeling up Moraine to die, and I was like, no.
And I was so scared when she had Daniel Henney take her ring.
uh-huh,
And
uh-huh.
then the one of the white cloaks was checking her fingers to see if there was like a mark. I was like,
Mm.
Mm.
Don't get caught, don't get caught.
Well, one of the things that I was thinking about that moment, right, is if
Mm.
White Cloaks hate Aes Sedai so much and know that they can't tell lies.
Mm.
If I were the White Cloak, I would have just said, "Are you an Aes Sedai?" Like I'm trying to think how she would have like wormed her way out
All right, right.
if
Yeah,
you
they
just
can't
asked
fly.
her straight away. But anyway, so that was one of the things that um got me out of it.
I'm
Mm.
also really wondering what that knife is that Matt took from
Mm.
the
From the
city.
shadowed city.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That production design is so good. It's how do you call it? That city?
I'm mispronouncing it because the show is pronouncing it another way. I always call it Shadar Logoth, but they
Yeah,
call
it's
it
like
Shadar.
a black hole where nothing,
The
uh,
darkness, right?
even shadows don't exist. It's like a dead soul.
Speaking of Lovecraftian, oh sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's like an entity. It's like the whole city just ate
Mm.
them, and you don't know what happened to them. Yeah,
Yeah,
you were
And
but
gonna
the
say.
explanation was, I thought it was correct. Like it
BP,
ate itself up, or
yeah,
the
It
because
just
they
swallowed
close themselves
everyone.
up and then suddenly.
mm,
Mm.
And then so speaking of this, right? When Matt and the barn scene,
Yeah, I
where
that was
I
that was
I,
so
I was
funny.
also like, oh my god, what the fuck happened?
I was thinking, did Matt do it or did the shadow do it?
So people have been zooming in
Mm.
and
mm.
they saw that Matt's dagger was clean.
No.
So
Oh.
I'm really like, well, I hope that means,
I was
Mm.
hoping that the knife was there to sort of protect them, like it sensed the dark one and
the
then
dark, yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
brought him there. But in a possessed state.
Mhm.
And let's talk about the Glee Man, one-on-one fighting the Fade.
Super badass.
Such a badass.
So what is his role? Why is he called the Glee Man when he's like a minstrel, right?
Yes, yes. That's what the
But
minstrels are called in the Wheel of Time with their
but suddenly he has another role.
with his knives.
Yeah.
Again, that scene, the scene itself where Matt was his back was on the camera, right?
Mm.
When
Mm.
they come to it and then all the corpses and then his back is on the camera and I
Mm.
see you. Oh my god, that was just so
It's
creepy.
super creepy. And that's what I love about the show. It's like it it combines so many genres: horror,
Mhm.
fantasy, suspense, thriller. It's like
Mm.
my
Mm.
brain, where like I cannot predict anything. Usually, like even Game of Thrones, like
Yeah.
there are scenes, even if they are shocking, it's not like I would go like, oh, I didn't think it would happen. But this one, I would just gasp when
Mm.
I would
And
see.
and I could see the story and how it will develop. Like
What
when
do
you
you
say
think
Game of
is gonna happen?
Thrones, there's seven kingdoms, right? But this time when they separated and then they meet up with different people. So now you see the
The
culture, the
world,
different
yeah, yeah.
culture, different subcultures. So I'm wondering how will this all, come
I'm also wondering
together?
as a book reader.
I'm also interested about the travelers. What do you call it?
The Tuathaan, the traveling people.
So
Way of
I'm
the Leaf.
wondering what is their role? Like, I guess they have another side. It can't be all, happy and joyful times. I'm sure something will turn up and you see who they are. It just can't be one sided. So,
Okay, I like this speculation. Let's keep speculating. Anything else you want to talk about? I really want to
He's
talk
like a
about the
cat
Aes
in a
Sedai.
bath.
Oh, and Logain. Oh my god. Let's talk about Logain. The cold open of episode 4, where he comes in and it's the desert and
mm,
it's like, is this Jesus? Is this sexy Spanish speaking Jesus? Where he goes, I plan not to break the world, but to bind.
mm.
And I was like, yes!
so
Confirmed!
it's so I asked Eric, is this so we both said that it's southern Spain, but Moorish, like the
Moorish Spain.
accent is
Gildan is Moorish Spain, it looks like.
but the accent is,
So sexy.
wow.
I like the Islamic armor that they have. The Islamic themed
Mm.
armor.
Yeah.
There's so much thought in the costuming.
Mm-hmm.
Why do
Mm-hmm.
the green Sedai have two warders? Like, yeah, why do they have two warders?
This one I
Or no,
can talk.
or
I think I can talk within the episode because I can say what things that are happening in the episode.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alana explains what a green Ajah is, right? She said the
Mm.
battle Ajah.
Yeah.
So I mean their function in the Aes Sedai is as battle. With that you would see more warders and I would say like more badass like one power shit. Like
Mhm.
Mm.
that's why Alana was like
I like how they
Yeah.
showed their connection. Like when
"Mm,
who was the
liquid
green
meat
lady?
wrestling.
Karene.
Karene. Yeah.
Like when she sensed her warder was
Oh yeah, yeah,
encountering
yeah.
something, it's like it had like a spark beside her. Wing. I was
Uh,
like, oh
the,
wow, that's a nice way of showing
the
like she sensed
wards, I think.
something.
So I read somewhere green for warriors,
Mhm.
red for inquisitors, and blue for spies. Is that correct?
I mean, those
They
were
mentioned
that's
spy
all.
in the fourth episode.
Yep, all of these were mentioned in the episode because Leandra said to Nynaeve, what because I guess she's trying to recruit Nynaeve or whatever. It's like and Moraine chose the blues, those little spies or something, and then the reds
Oh.
are
That snake.
seem to be enforcers.
So can you answer? Is it romantic, sexual
Which one?
with the
The
warders? Because as an
It
as
is a
an
bond that's
audience,
beyond. I
Beyond man
mean,
and wife.
beyond man
Oh,
and
you
wife. Because
mentioned
I mean, it's
right?
they can feel each other, right? They can feel
when Daniel Henney was drinking and then he was talking to Maureen to
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm mixing up names now, but talking to Maureen Siday and then saying that, oh, I shouldn't have drank. You're more
Emotional.
emotional than
That's why when she held his hand, he was like, I shouldn't have drunk. You're
yeah.
emotional. So there's
Oh.
this bond, and I'm glad you're seeing that bond with them.
It was nice
Mhm.
showing them being closer, other than him just being the guard.
And that
That throuple.
no, they're
Alana.
talking around the fire and
Yeah.
then all the
Oh, I really
warders.
like
It's a
that. I really
nice,
like
yeah. It's
because it
another
was
point of view, right?
because there are a lot of like world building and character moments, and I really like the fireside chat, the
Mm-mm.
warders, because they're
Mm-mm.
just warders, right? And then Ninety was like, "But you serve them," and then
Mm-mm.
no, we do not.
I like that they
Nice
are
line.
the chill, like the cool group that like to hang out with other people, and then the Aes Sedai.
Uh, I
The
said
Aes Sedai
that
are just
or somewhere.
by the warders. Uh,
I like the cuddling warders, Maxime and Yvonne.
and they're both for Kirene, right?
Alana. They're both for Alana. Kirene is with
Oh.
Stepin,
Ah, okay, okay.
the one
Yeah,
with the
Stefan with
axes.
a double access.
So I found, and maybe I'll ask Eric,
Mhm.
when Lan and Stepin were like doing practices with their weapons, I felt that was like,
The first shot of that was a bit, but when it went to the other shots, it was like okay, it's fine. But the
okay.
first shot, the initial shot was like,
Yeah, to me it was just a bit awkward. Like, okay. And then it's an axe and a sword, then they can do the same forms. It was just like that to me.
there it felt elements of Tai Chi or Kung Fu, how they were doing their
Mm.
weapon forms and stuff.
Oh,
Hey,
so
Bodhi,
yes.
I just
Yes,
have to
mother.
mention it. Whenever
Intrigue.
I see
Call her
Lan,
call him Lan. Yes.
yeah,
Alan.
I get disturbed. His costuming
Mhm.
for me, it's a bit tired. I've seen it already in Star Wars, the Japanese samurai element.
Oh, you know what? This one is a specific ask from him because in the book, Lan isn't Asian looking, I guess, and Daniel Henney is Korean. So he asked the costumers to incorporate his culture into the
Oh,
so it's like a variation of a hanbok, they said.
Yeah,
The
it looked
what
like
he's
that.
wearing.
Like the
Yeah.
yeah.
royal guard look,
Oh,
the Korean
Yeah.
but
royal guard look.
You might have seen a lot
um,
of Korean dramas.
I
That's
noticed the first episode it was leather, and then it's like a cloth. I get distracted. So
so
if it's a particular
I
ask
get
from him,
distracted by Daniel Henney in in general.
yeah, I think he's a fan favorite,
Yeah,
right?
he is.
Mm.
How were you feeling on the Lan Nynaeve interaction?
I like how
Mm.
they built that relationship. Like
Mm.
they were butting heads, and then after their whole journey, they're like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
Mm.
buds.
they
Mm.
become
Yeah.
friends.
Mm.
And the fact that she tracked him and then he's
Mm.
like
Yeah.
so
And
disturbed by
her
it.
powers activated because, and then
That was just because it's to the ear, right? So it was like
yeah,
spurting.
it was so deep. You could see with how they shot it. It's like I knew he was dead until she saved him.
It was so sad that everyone gets healed except for Karene.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's like, oh, too bad you were too late for the healing bomb that exploded.
I just thought, how could they kill this characters? It's like I was
And
starting
and
to get
and
depressed.
for Moraine, like, oh, she just got healed and then she got stabbed. Anyway, I've lost my train of thought.
I like how they showed how they restrained him, Logain.
Oh, the shield.
Yeah, and throughout that whole time, I thought that Logain was just storing his power. I feel like he wasn't even actually being constrained.
Mm.
I feel like he was sort of playing them by with how he
But
looked. Not
I
a
think
peep.
after seeing this episode 4,
The
but
the
yeah, I
effects are
love that.
good,
Mm.
right?
So you like the one power effects
Mm.
because honestly, for me, on in episode 1, I felt a bit iffy with the effects, but now I'm for it.
Mm. The opener is so good.
Yes, the opening sequence, the threads.
Oh no, I
The
liked it. I
threads,
really
I
liked it.
love it. Yeah.
Though, like, do you get Wheel of Time from it? Like, as a book reader, I understand like
Yeah,
the
like a wheel
visuals,
that you're
Spinning.
spinning a wheel, I
for
guess.
the threads for that's the action I'm doing for the old machines.
Yeah,
That
yeah, the
the
loom.
threads.
Mm.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
loom. Yeah.
The loom. Yeah.
Did you notice it? They're gold threads. It's like, ooh, what is that?
Mm. I mean, all the threads. It's just so cool. I like the visuals, basically.
Mm.
So, Mother, I know that you have notes.
Okay, let me look.
My mother, everyone, she took notes when I told her, "Hey, let's have a conversation."
This is about Matt and Rand. Remember,
And their budding romance.
the barmaid.
Oh, the barmaid Dana. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that
So
was a
she
twist. I
was
was like, "What the
what dark
dark friend?
friend.
Sworn
So
body and soul to the dark one."
how did the evil forces get to her?
I
I'm
think that's
just
the Lovecraft element that I mentioned. Like that's a
You
nice thing.
never
Like you
know.
don't know how they got that way. Like you don't know if the whole village was affected that way or
so now
um
when a character appears, I'm always
Is she a
what's
dark friend?
behind, yeah, what's behind this character, and dark or darker or
Yeah, I
something like
mean,
that.
after that, because I like the character, I like Dana, and then suddenly, what
Mm.
the fuck? Like no, no, and the starter, which was, oh, did I make myself too familiar with the braid? And then, like, it was so creepy. Like,
they're
what?
really good at being creepy. Oh.
So that was just like,
The
so now,
dreams,
now, now I'm like, oh my god, whatever. I'm gonna be suspicious of anyone now. And the dreams, yes, mother.
the dreams are because sometimes I get dreams that are very real, and then what's creepy is they have, is it the same? It's like the dark
Connected.
one is talking to them or connecting to them. So I'm wondering who will fall first, or I don't
Mm,
know.
interesting, interesting. So I wanted also to like ask you guys like what you think. Where do you think the story is going? What do you expect from the episodes next?
That's
So
why
I'm
like
I'm
I don't
wondering.
want to expect anything.
Okay. Mm.
Like I feel like I wouldn't I don't want to use my brain power to think of it.
You just want to experience it.
I wanna be surprised.
Okay,
Like
okay.
the rest. Like
Fair, fair.
going into an episode I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Mm.
So me, I'm wondering about the going to the White Tower. Is that the goal, or the, you know, is that the end? So, and what will happen?
Yeah, what will happen there?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
And
also
then,
wondering, basically.
and I'm also I just want to mention the location
Mhm,
shoot in Czechoslovakia. It's
mhm.
beautiful.
Yeah, the
It's like
landscape.
another character. It's like it affects everything.
Mm.
So I don't know. I haven't seen a river that way. The first episode. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I just remembered something when Moraine just let the ferryman sink in a sinkhole. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I need more characters that decisive. Like, okay, you're dead. You're gone. Bye
And,
bye.
and so when I first saw that, right, and I was like, wait, no, the oath is that you can't kill the and then she rationalizes it to Egwene, right? She was
I
like,
like I like that she rationalized it that way.
and I think that was a great piece of world building, right? Like that allowed the audience to know, okay, number one, right, there are three oaths, and these are the oaths. Somewhere after that, also she was also explaining to Egwene how she lied to the White Cloak, right? Like you just have to listen to what she's saying, and you like there might be other things that she's
Yeah,
saying.
like she is technically saying the truth.
Yeah. So I said
I
I
also
snake.
like the I mentioned about going to the White Tower and what will happen in between. Even within the Aes Sedai, there are you can feel the conflict, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering what will happen. Who will they still form that
Mm,
one bond, or you know, fractured? Will it be fractured?
that's an interesting thing. Yes, I also wonder. But from the Aes Sedai that you did see, so the greens we've talked, the blue, the little spice we've talked, and then how are you feeling about the reds and Leandrin Sedai?
Both the reds and whites are sort of inquisitors of sort.
So white. Oh, you mean okay? The
The white
white.
cloaks. I mean,
Okay.
when I think of inquisitors, it's always like they're gonna do what they want. I'm gonna kill you, boy.
And you saw how Leandrin was like, if he escapes, the three oaths make will let us gentle him.
Yeah,
How did you like the term gentling? To
it makes it even creepier hearing that
Yeah,
term.
let's gentle the
yeah,
man.
yeah.
It was so
Ooh.
creepy.
And when Logain was gentled, you saw that he was sobbing at the end, right? So I felt for him. He's my well, no, after Nynaeve, she's my Jack. So far, who is your favorite character?
My
Of
name,
course.
Mandragoran.
Landman Dragoran.
Rosamund Pike. I mean, her acting is
Both,
brilliant.
yeah, both of them. Well, they are one being entity.
Rosamund Pike, even if she doesn't say anything,
Even if she
it's like,
was like unconscious, she had presence.
yeah, it's like,
Even if she's like,
it's like you're reading pages of a book just by that one stare. Or wow, powerful acting.
yeah.
Mama and I were talking about this. Like, even from her eyes, you could tell what she wants to say just from her
Mm,
facial expressions. That fierce woman.
I liked
yeah.
when when Rand was like, "No, you should tell us where we're going. What are we doing?" And then
Shut
Marin was
up.
just like, "Okay, if you don't want,
Yeah. Uh,
fuck
Just
off."
leave.
oh,
And Nynaeve, I really like Nynaeve's expressions. Like you could
Mm,
see it in her face. Like she's strong and then she's vulnerable. Like so, I really like.
yeah. Another great actress. It's like, wow. So now
uh,
I'd like to know how long has she been acting? She's so
Mm,
good.
Zoe Robbins.
All right.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
How about you? What are your was there an expectation that wasn't there for you? No, it's not part of
No,
the
yeah,
rule. No talking about
no.
the book, right?
I guess what I can say is that
Mm-hmm.
this being an adaptation and its own thing, right? Um, what I loved about it is that even if the events are not exactly the same, the
Mm-hmm.
characters are the same. Meaning, these are this. I feel like these are the same characters. Nynaeve is this strong woman who has that vulnerability. Moraine and Lan are badass. Rand, like they all felt like the same characters to me.
Oh,
So even
okay.
if the storyline might be a bit different,
Mm-hmm.
I'm really liking this adventure.
Okay.
And on that note,
Mm-hmm.
and on that note, I'd like to thank you, Eric and Eric Mandragoran and Mayat Sidai for joining me in this very special episode. Hopefully, we do get our other brothers, Matt and David, to go through. It might be probably like a full season thing, if ever. I don't know how like when they'll be able to get watch. But I'm so happy I was able to talk to you as non-readers, and I'm glad that you liked it. So thank you, Eric, Mandragoran, and Maya Tsedai for the great conversation. And to the audience, thanks for being here until this moment. If you like listening to us and you want to hear more,
Like and subscribe.
Or comment just below and tell us your thoughts.
thank you and goodbye.
Bye.
And then that's where we cut to just some brother's opinion and mother. Thanks,
All
Mom.
right.
And thanks, Rick.
Good night.
Good
Kiss
night.
to the baby
Love you.
and
Yes.
Billy. Bye-bye.